Good afternoon. My name is Marie Melvin and I am an interior design student. For my last two assignments, I was asked to lead a research study. I chose to investigate the use of an industrial material in interior design and to focus more specifically on oriented strand board, which is most commonly known as OSB. The questions that I developed for this study were mostly articulated around the idea of why an industrial material is used in interior design project. It further raised the issue of whether or not OSB as an industrial material can make for beautiful design. To answer this question, my approach was two-pronged. I first proceeded in reading and gathering information from secondary sources, which provided me with a framework. Having this solid background of information in hand, I then developed a questionnaire to further advance my research. This resulted in interesting findings. First of all, as a majority of the respondents to my questionnaire answered yes to whether or not they had been using OSB in interior design before, it confirmed that it is not a niche phenomenon, but a rather widely developed one. It also proved that despite OSB's many qualities, such as its shear strength, its insulation properties, its fire resistance, or even its sustainability, it is its aesthetic that is the #1 reason why architects and designers worldwide are using it. This finding made me question why this material, and more generally other industrial materials that were not created with the primary purpose of being used indoor, can now be considered as beautiful. To answer this question, I looked back at the history of interior design and proposed several explanations. First of all, a search for more freedom and eclecticism, for a building that proudly displays its structure rather than concealing it, started, I believe, paving the way for changes. The democratization of interior design, the growth of a middle class in Europe and North America, and the development of a mass market for consumer goods are also, I think, to take into account. And closer to us, changes that have affected our world in the past decades have played their part, such as the individualism that governs our society, combined with a strong need for self-expression and self-promotion. All of these have led the way to more radical such styles that often blurs the line between interior design and contemporary art. It was my conclusion that all of these factors strongly contributed to OSB as well as other industrial materials finding their place within our interior. I also finished by offering ideas for yet further advancing these studies, by, for example, investigating more specifically the upcoming societal evolution and their potential impact on interior design. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.